What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Hello if this is the first time finding the channel. So this video is going to be exciting. Not quite sure how it's going to pan out at the moment. You've seen from the thumbnail there's another vehicle on there which I'm pretty excited about. However, you join me in the middle of Leeds somewhere, some sort of retail park. To be fair, I spend a lot of time in Yorkshire at the minute. I'm up here like maybe 2-3 times a month, every month. Love the place. People are so friendly, very similar, like sort of the way they are with Wales, really. The people are very similar. That's what I was trying to say. I haven't had my coffee yet. However, I've been driving this little Benzo for, well, the last half a week or so. Do you know what? What a fantastic vehicle. Mercedes, I've never spent a whole lot of time with them. However, this thing has converted me. I actually prefer this to my Audi A6. Look at this. Now, purpose of this video is, as you've seen on the thumbnail, I'm picking up a new vehicle. Let's turn that off a minute. Actually, I turned it on just to show you all the screens because we're gonna be chatting about this sort of thing in a minute. But yeah, this car, it's actually a 7-seater as well. It is stinking, right, from exploring abandoned buildings, and I've done about 1,000 miles in it. Amazing. However, it was actually stinking when I picked it up because the car I actually hired wasn't ready, and they just gave me this dirty Mercedes. So free upgrade, I guess. You know, one of those life perks. But yeah, I've got the coffee, white Americano, and obviously I'm doing a lot of mileage at the moment. And I mean, I'm doing distance with the abandoned buildings and traveling and just trying to live the best life that I can. But I'm putting like a crazy amount of miles on my transporter van, and I'm putting a crazy amount of miles on my car at the same time. Which, to be fair, when you're going out and doing, I don't know, like 1,000, 1,500 miles a week doing these, like, depreciation's going to hit hard, isn't it? So I thought, let's work a bit smarter, not harder here. If you've watched this channel for long enough, you've seen me talk about wanting a vehicle for doing abandoned buildings. The time has come. I've been saving my pennies very, very hard, and the time has come. I've purchased a vehicle from a good friend of mine. Actually, we might even get to see my old white E30 today, because that's the geezer we're swapping BMWs, right, in a sense. But I'm a bit early. I'm in Leeds. I'm having some breakfast at the moment. This is going to be a complete vlog style video, updating you along the way. And hopefully, just hopefully, this vehicle is going to get us home. I know you've seen it on the thumbnail, but I don't want to chat about it yet until we actually see it. So I've got to drop this vehicle off. My boy Vin's picking me up. The rest is going to be history. Look at all the carbon fibre in this as well. I'm not even sure if that's real carbon fibre or not, but yeah, very impressed with this vehicle. Very, very impressed. Mercedes GLB, I think it is. If you're in the market for this type of vehicle, consider it. Here she is. Right, E39 5 Series. I have always wanted to own. I kid you not, I've had a later one. Back when I was 18, 19, I had the E60 530 Diesel M Sport. So the newest shape to this. But this shape, always wanted to own. It's the sort of thing that's currently, you know, climbing in value a little bit as well. And this is going to be amazing for what I needed to do. We're on X5 wheels. Vin, big up to Vin. He's also thrown the original turbo blades, I think they're called, aren't they? So I got the other two in the boot. But look at this. It's had a couple of this is the worst side, to be fair. It's had a couple of little dings along the way, which you would expect for like a 25, 26-year-old vehicle. It's had some rust treatment down there. So what I will probably do, even though this is just a car to put miles on, travel the country, leave outside abandoned buildings, I get the paintwork done on this. Look at this. I'm so excited about this. And it is also the 3-litre diesel. So what are they? The M57 engine. So they pretty much bomb-proof. And this car, 94,000 original miles from new. You know what I mean? Jacking points are all solid. Got a couple of bubbles down there which have been done. And a little repair there. As I said, I will get those done over time. Look at this. It was actually owned by an elderly Hindu couple who's had it for the last 13 years. And the only reason why they've sold it is because they need a bit of an SUV, because they're pretty elderly now. Inside, well, for one, we've got full heated leather. Heated seats, kind of hard to find on these. I call this granddad spec, right? It's not an M Sport, but it's the sort of spec that I kind of like. I love all this wood trim also. As we get inside, look at this. The original BMW business cassette player is in there. Could probably do the nice head unit at some point, which I probably will do. We've got air conditioning, we've got everything. Look at the little god inside there. Now I'm gonna keep that there for good luck, and I keep that in there for good luck as well. I don't quite know the correct terms for that. That's not Ganesh, is it? My apologies. I said I'm not too familiar with the Hindu gods. Excuse all the mess also. Obviously, I've been up doing abandoned buildings for a couple of days. Some amazing car graveyards and houses. You're gonna have to check those out. So yeah, that's why this is all in here. But full heated leather. This car is in great condition apart from those couple of patches. Look at all this here. Cruise control, everything I need. 94,000 miles. You can see the pixels are going slowly there. But I said we've got an MOT till April, with 0 advisories and 0 advisories on the previous ones too. This thing's been looked after and loved, you know, and I'm gonna look after and love it too. I love that steering wheel there. Oh my goodness. Being born in 1991, obviously I remember these. I was 9-10 years of age when these were on the road. Well, I came out slightly earlier than that, but you know what I mean, it was that era when you were driving something like this, you kind of meant something, even if it was literally a POV spec like 2-litre petrol. So yeah, what we're gonna do now, we've got a while. We've got 2 seconds, sorry, I was just bringing that up. We've got 4 hours 17 minutes until I get to Bridgend. We might stop and have a bit of lunch on the way. Fair bit of Vinny's put a full tank of diesel in it too. But let's film some of the journey home. Let's kick it, you know, like a YouTube channel should do, and share things. I even stopped outside a building for rent. But yeah, boys and girls, I'm very, very hyped. How smooth the ride is on this car, but even by today's standards, even by the big wheels that I've got on it, she's purring. Honestly, I feel so cool driving this thing. I've got the windows open, but the air conditioning is also ice cold, which is really nice. We'll take our time going over bumps. Yeah, 4 hours 14 minutes. So here we go. I'm on the first motorway of the day. I'm on here for about 74 miles currently. We're ticking along about 70 miles an hour. Don't worry, I'm on a chest mount as well, so there's no problem in using this. Smooth as anything. Like the little gauge here, we're sort of taking over on about 30 miles per gallon. Aircon is ice cold. Do you know what? This car is awesome. I've noticed around about 50 miles an hour, it's got a bit of a wheel wobble, so I probably need some balancing or tracking done. But Vin did say that to me anyway. Plus, putting bigger wheels on the car sometimes need a bit of setting up a little bit better. But I'm so happy and so blessed and so grateful that, you know, we can be in these sorts of situations to pick up this car. Don't get me wrong, it's not a very expensive car, but I've still worked hard with the toys and saving some money aside to be able to do this for the exploring. Vehicle like this gets me all over the country a little bit more, do you know what I mean? Because I'm all about sharing the content with you all back home. So yeah, motorway vibes. This is basically what it's going to look like for a long time. So the plan is just to update you along the way, share a bit of the journey with you. I would say show you some sights, but there's not a whole lot to see. Welcome to the UK, where it is mostly traffic and roadwork. So time of day I'm coming back, we should be pretty decent to be fair, and hopefully avoid some of the traffic. So we are now sub 3 hours, 172 miles to go. Ratcliffe power station over there in the distance. This vehicle is just a charm. The simplicity of it, it's just going down this motorway 70 miles an hour like no problem. Tested the cruise control works. Yeah, I'm quickly falling in love with this, and that's the honest truth. I get attached to vehicles, and you know, pretty much as soon as you get to know one or drive one or spend a bit of time with one, if you're gonna love it or not. And I can openly tell you I'm in love with this BMW. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, let's keep going with this good honest motoring. So we're at that sub 2 hour point. Sorry for any reflection. We've still got half a tank of diesel. This little hot rod's cooking. Definitely time for me to grab a coffee and for me to use a loo. White Americano, salted caramel brownie. This, I know I've said it already, I am deeply in love with this vehicle. And like I know many of you will say this is the last of the greatest 5 Series. I think I mentioned that already. But you know what the biggest thing about this for me as well is? apart from ticking off a dream vehicle, the financial freedom of owning an old vehicle, how charming it is. The bank doesn't own it. This thing cost me about £320 for the insurance. Tax was 300 and something as well. Obviously buying the vehicle. Do you know what I mean? All that extra disposable income that you now have. I know I'm a car guy, there's no doubt about that. And low-key, I've kind of accidentally built a bit of a car channel here, haven't I, as well? Along with all the other abandoned houses and stuff, but especially car graveyards. So this is just a fond moment that I want to share with you all. But we were saying about the stance of these wheels as well. Those rear fitment, and I get these wheels refurbished as well at some point. Fitment on the back, we have a slight rub when we hit a bump, but don't forget I've also got those in there. But overall, this colour too, never see this colour very often. I know a good stage 2 correction on this will polish up lovely, won't it? Yeah, I know I've said it already, but this car really did drive home like a dream. For a 25-year-old vehicle, it has literally drove home better than some modern cars would have that I've driven, and I'm not even being biased or joking about that. It's pleasantly surprising. I think I might need some brake pads on the front. The one side sounding a bit squeaky at lower speeds. Nah, typically wouldn't do it then, innit? But yeah, I think we definitely need a couple of brake pads, but I'm going to go through the car anyway, check it all over. But I've got the aircon off. Didn't realise how cold that aircon was because I put the windows down now. And yeah, it's got pretty warm in here, but I thought we can have a little listen to her. She's got a lovely little purr. Also, boys and girls, what do you think we should call this vehicle? Put the suggestions in the comments down below. I'd be interested to know. So there we go. We made it home. I'm still massively impressed with this vehicle, if I'm honest. Let's take these out, pop these in the garage. What are you saying, old man?
Yeah, okay.
You like it?
Yeah,
say what's up to YouTube.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad. He's pretty shy on camera. Chevy truck. But yeah, we've got the other two wheels sitting in the back here. So I think that's just about it for this video, for whatever it was. But yeah, stay tuned because there's a lot of this coming to the channel. I can't wait to give it a good clean up. And yeah, the lines on this thing, very, very happy. But yeah, boys and girls, just wanted to share the experience with you. I'll see you in another video very, very soon. You know exactly what to do.